May 15, 1944, a task group of the Atlantic Fleet heads out to sea with orders to operate against submarines to the west of the Cape Verde Islands. For Captain Gowrie and his task force, the capture of an undamaged U-boat was a fighting man's challenge. On June 4th, 1944, the task group is searching for a sub reported 150 miles off the coast of French West Africa, when suddenly at 11:10, the chatelaine announces, "I have a possible sound contact." Almost simultaneously, both fighter planes sight the long, dark shape of the submarine running 60 feet below the surface and sing out, "Sighted sub." At this point, the sub reverses course, temporarily shaking off the destroyer. But the Wildcats can see the sub and reveal its position by firing their guns in the water at the spot where the sub is disappearing. This is a remarkable example of aircraft actually directing the attack of a surface vessel on a U-boat. At 11:21, the destroyer makes a depth charge attack. All eyes are glued on the chatelaine. All ships are at battle stations. The guns of the task group are loaded with anti-personnel rather than armor-piercing ammunition. At 11:22, the wounded U-boat surfaces right in the middle of the task group. Commence firing. The planes open up first. Now the action really begins. Pour it on, lads. For the first time since 1815, the United States Navy boards a foreign enemy man of war. Each man has a different job to do, and now that the chips are down, they come through. Meanwhile, the chatelaine is busy rescuing some very wet members of the sub's crew. Amazingly, all but one are safe and are brought on board the chatelaine. At last, the Pillsbury comes alongside and passes a line to the boarding party. A neat bit of seamanship, but watch out. That sub is still as dangerous as a wounded shark. She swings into the Pillsbury, and her bow flippers rip a long underwater gash in the destroyer escort's thin plates. So the Guadalcanal takes over and says, "Destroyer, stand clear. I'll take her in tow." There it goes, the messenger line with the big tow line on the end of it. This is a job to test the mettle of veteran seamen. The tow line is made fast. On June 19th, the U-505 was towed into Bermuda and remained there until the end of the war.